Tauruses, what's going on? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. We here. Alright, so yo, check it right. We're gonna be doing something a little different. I'm gonna be doing a home reading. It's gonna be a 3-card draw. I even got a little special treat at the end of it. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I've been tracking how planets that transit through Aquarius are believed to behave like they do when they transit the sign Cancer. So because the sun is inside of Aquarius right now and the moon is inside of Cancer, I felt like this was a good time to like spiritually experiment with that concept. All right. So we're going to be talking about family, like fourth house stuff in astrology, the number 6 in numerology. Basically nurturing the family, supporting of the environment that you get it with, you get the money with, and all that. Investing in them, legacy, leaving something behind, things relative to that, savings accounts and stuff like that. All right. Also, if you want to get in contact with me, or you know someone who wants to get in contact with me, you can go to my channel page. You can click on the tab and it'll bring you to a website to where you can book an appointment with me via Google Meet, and if you got Zoom or something like that, I can accommodate you in that way as well. Or we can just chop it up over the phone if you don't want to do this whole face-to-face thing, and inquire about something customized that you may want. All right. With that said, let's get the shuffle in this deck. How everybody doing though? What's going on, Tauruses? Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Gonna shuffle this deck up some more. Gonna slice and dice it, and we gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody feeling well. If not, you gonna get there eventually. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might be in your fields, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm being transparent as I possibly can right now. The moon is in Cancer. So even if you're not feeling depressed or like sad, that's not all Cancers feel. You know what I'm saying? You can feel happy. You could feel loved. You could feel like loving on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all kinds of feelings. But you might be in your fields, and because it's in conjunct the sun in Aquarius, you might feel like stuck because you can't express that the way that you want it. In conjunct, it's a minor aspect, but some astrologers determine it to be a hard aspect because that's just how it could be. You know what I'm saying? So it causes like some type of disharmony, put it that way. All right, I'm gonna slice the deck. First card. This is how the overall aura of family life is for Taurus. The Temperance in reverse. For those who know me know that I call this a Taurus card. And okay. You may have the type of family environment, Taurus, that seems to always clash with each other. Like on some ego type thing, or I'm getting critical. I'm getting more like critical. So let's say you do your thing, Taurus, right? You do whatever it is that you do in life, and somebody in your family always got something to say about that shit. Like at Thanksgiving, the holidays, whatever events y'all get together and chop it up, somebody always critiquing your shit. And if it's not just you, it could be everybody at the table going at each other, trying to find something about each other to one-up each other with. That's what I'm feeling. Not only that, there's like trolls at the table. Real live trolls. Real live in-your-face trolls. Like, yo, that's why you was on, you just had an abortion not too long ago. Didn't you? Oh, but you was fucking so-and-so. And they might be at the table, and it's just like, yo, it's messy. Family looking messy, Taurus. Of course, if this doesn't apply, let it fly. You know what I mean? But with this concept, right? And what makes it interesting about this card, like I leave the planet at this particular time during this reading, I'm leaving at Jupiter in this card, because if Jupiter is in a home life, normally that home life is successful. It succeeds. It's big. It's joyful, and it's usually successful when Jupiter is in the fourth house. This is a 14 card, 1 and 4, but it's something about you, Taurus, that causes conflict in the family. I'm getting black sheep with this being in reverse. You somehow make the family imbalanced. And I'm not saying you're doing it like you're the matriarch or the patriarch of the family and everything is being held and ran by you. I'm not saying that, but it's like, let's say it wasn't, right? Let's say Big Mama still got the reins, or Pop Duke still got the reins of stuff like that, like the legacy or whatever the case may be. However, it gets divvied up when it does, and that's God forbid. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody live forever. But let's say it get divvied up and it don't go according to how your family members want it to be. They gonna blame you, Taurus. They gonna say, see, it's because she was the favorite, he was the favorite. Or because he or she was the black sheep, always wanted to be different, they felt guilty, therefore they left her or they left him. You understand what I'm saying? It's one of those, like, I'm feeling. Sheesh. Let me draw this next card, right? And see how you perceive this to be. The Hanged Man in reverse. You have an understanding of this, of what I just spoken about. You have an understanding of this, Taurus. And it's like you could see it. You could see the future before it even gets here. You already can see how things are going to transpire and what the conclusion is going to be when it comes down to legacy. Even without death or inheritance being involved, it's like you see the breakdown of the family and how, I'm going to just keep it a bean, the family is dysfunctional, Taurus. The family is dysfunctional, and no matter which one of you strive, I'm still getting from the first card that you're the one out of the family, and you could be on tough times right now as we speak, but that don't mean that it's over. I'm telling you what I'm feeling. It's like you the one. And this is a 12 card too, so I still see the 1 here and then the 2. But it's like 1 being you and 2 being the relationships that you have with your family. You've come to the understanding that the way y'all communicate is foul, it's off tilt, it's not cool. Something's wrong. And it could just be like a dysfunctional family unit, and depending on what type of background you come from, or ethnicity, what type of community, neighborhood you come from, this might even be looked at as normal. But what it really is it's just tolerated, and it's just people have been behaving this way for generation after generation. So point being, you're looking at this as like, even if you are the one to go through the journey to build generational wealth that your family hasn't seen since you can track back through your tree, you understand that you'd have to detach in order for that to happen. That's how you're looking at this, Taurus. And it makes you even feel like nonchalant about family. It makes you feel detached from family. It makes you feel like not that you're not even wanted. It makes you feel like you don't want to be there. You yourself are making that decision consciously. You're like, man, I'll just fall back and lean on this wall with my head glowing because I know. Yeah, that's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling, and that's how I'm seeing you see it, Taurus. But let's see a factor that you should consider, because we don't know. This can go all kinds. This can go either way, right? Let's see a factor that you should consider here. The Chariot in reverse. So this is what you should consider, Taurus, that everything that we just got finished discussing could have you feel like you don't know which way you're going, which way you should go. Because if you're detached from the family unit in such a way that ostracizes you, it isolates you, it sets you apart from them, then it's like, what's the sense of a family legacy anyway? What's the point? What are you going to pass? Like, let's say it came down and you passing something down. Again, God forbid, I want everybody to live forever. We should have the technology by now. Let's get it popping. But let's say the concept just came across and you speak to lawyers about trusts and stuff like that. You might question it like, yo, what's the point? Because a family legacy, or, you know, an inheritance is supposed to be passed down because it's supposed to look like a family tree, a root of family, you know, taking that journey to ensure that their bloodline has some type of stability when they get here, when they, you know, as the thing goes on, as the bloodline goes on. But you're like, yo, this is what you got to consider. If you let's say you are the one who makes it, it might just be you alone. So this may cause you to behave in ways that where you lose self-control. You may be doing your thing, next minute you snap because you haven't fully processed how to deal with and internalize these emotions right here. You may not know how to speak to people normally because, I mean, simple questions like, hey, how's the family, might set you off. You know, you might bump into somebody you known for a while, a long time ago. You're like, hey, how's the family going? You're like, fucking talk to me about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, yo, whoa, it's good. And then you might hear terms like, you know, family is everything, family over everything. A man is not a man without a family. A woman is not a woman without children. And all that shit might just have you through the roof. You understand what I'm saying? Type of shit you don't want to hear. And really, from me studying astrology anyway, right? I've seen enough different charts that shows, okay, certain people aren't supposed to have that American dream. Some people aren't supposed to have this textbook way of life that adheres by some commander-in-chief's rules. Like, nah, it's in their natal chart. It's in the plan for God. Got a plan for them. Like, that shit don't apply. So, in that sense, whatever your path is, Taurus, is probably your hand, and that's why you're playing it. But if you're looking at tradition, the way tradition has been passed down, it can potentially cause you to display some erratic behavior and cause some blockages in your life. And I'm talking about your life. This is a number 7 card. In your life, disregard everything else about family, although this is a moon card and this is a Cancer card. If you're the one, we've seen the 1 in the 14, we've seen the 1 in the 12, and this is a 7 card which deals with the self. Still says like you're the one. These are the things that you got to consider. So what I'm going to do now is something a little new. I got a crystal grid deck here. So this is relative to crystals. If y'all know y'all crystals, it's about 80 different crystal cards I got here. This can add on, this is going to add on to the reading, give it some more in-depth detail based upon what we discussed. Can highlight some things, you know what I mean? If you know the crystal, if you might potentially have this crystal at home as well, you know what I'm saying? This, you might want to charge it up and use it, but definitely take this description that I read off and apply it to this reading, you know what I mean? And who knows, it might connect, it might correlate. The last one with the Aries reading should connect it, pardon me. I'm not taking those. I'm told not to take those. This new deck, bear with me, is cards sliding all over the place. Wow. That's how it is with the new decks, man. They be too new. It's like a pair of new sneakers. You don't want to bend the crease them. They so new, you be walking like you walking on clouds and shit. Alright, I'm gonna just cut it and then draw a card. Okay, so this is, I haven't seen that gem before. Let me see. This is called a carnelian. I'm probably butchering that, but it's called a carnelian. Sound it out. It's spelled just the way I'm sounding it out. but it's about courage, motivation, and endurance. Powerful and bold, carnelian increases confidence in yourself, especially when you need to take center stage and use your voice effectively. A stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotion. Listen. A stabilizing stone, carnelian helps balance volatile emotions for long-term vitality, believed to protect the soul in the afterlife. Carnelian is a stone of the living, meant to motivate you to take chances with the life that you have. Life is meant to be lived with passion and desire, and carnelian gives you the courage to do so. Carpe diem, seize the day. This is a Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio, Sun card. Hope you enjoyed that, Tauruses. Until next time, I'm out.